We are live. Can you hear me still?
Are we doing that thing where the Hangout on air is live? It looks like. How's it going, David?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How's life?
Not bad. So, are we making this work? Are we finally here on YouTube with an I'd Rather Be Motivated episode?
Yes, I believe we are. If everything is working correctly, we are live right now. And at the end of this, we will post, and a video will actually go somewhere of full computer screen quality and not little tiny phone trying to screen record and all that kind of junk.
Woohoo! And that way, if it does post successfully, I'm going to ride its coattails and say that today, in my 100 Days of Making Comics Volume 3, is day 18. All right, cool. Got that out of the way.
I like that. That was a nice little public service announcement. You went a little like a trailer voice there on that one too.
A little trailer voice? Oh.
Yeah, like in a world.
I thought you meant like Trailer Park Boy voice or something.
No, like oh shoot! Oh my gosh! All right, I just I just launched my laser across my room.
You launched your laser? That's awesome.
I have like my fancy little drafting pencil, and I was trying to put a new eraser in it, and when I went to go put it in, I clicked this at the same time and just launched it like halfway across my room. I have no idea.
Well, that does sound pretty cool, but not quite as cool as launching a laser.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. That's why I apologize because I'm going to adjust my mic. There's like noise. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So anyway, so it has been a little bit. We're here doing an art check-in with each other. It's something we've kind of done on and on. I mean, it's how we started off with I'd Rather Be Drawing is basically as an art check-in with each other each day, keeping each other accountable. To do this at least once a week. We've just been doing it as a kind of live stream on Instagram that posts for 24 hours and seeing what we could do with it. But we finally decided let's just jump over here on YouTube and see if we can make it count where it counts. But it's actually been a little bit since David and I have been able to hook up with 100 Days of Making Comics and family travel and summer school grading and all kinds of stuff. It's been a bit, so we are kind of catching up tonight as well.
Yeah, that's a huge amen there, man. I cannot believe how much just like a straight 2 weeks of my life I've just had no time for anything.
Yeah, dude, you were busy. That's for sure. And this 100 days, I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. And I feel like I have a good plan together on, the videos and stuff, but it's a bit exhausting.
So why don't you start this guy off with the questions, since those are always way more fresh in your mind since you made them up.
Questions? Really? I know you've been real busy and kind of all over the place. Have you been able to work on some art stuff or on the business end? Or I did. What have you been up to lately?
Cool. I lost a whole bunch of you there. I think your internet dropped you a little bit, but I heard what you've been up to lately.
Yeah. Just let us know art-wise what you, even through all the busyness, what you've been able to kind of.
Cool. Yeah. So, you still there, man? I think I lost you.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I was gonna say this is super lame if we keep losing each other like this. All right. So, progress-wise, yeah, I've gotten about 2 drawings done in the past couple weeks, which is not my usual pace, but it's also taught me a nice little pace. So I don't usually share my progress stuff as much over like my social media stuff. A lot of my Instagram, all that kind of stuff is just like every time I finish a drawing, I post it kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that comes too from when I first started Instagramming and all that kind of stuff. It was like right at the beginning of when I found out about like Inktober and some other like art challenge stuff. So like for a long time, my Instagram was full of like me trying art challenge stuff. So in my head, it's like, I got to finish a drawing to post a drawing, but I've kind of finally found an aesthetic, found a thing, found a flow. And I have been posting kind of a fun progress stuff of my things and filming those time lapses that I've been starting. Mm-hmm. So I do have 2 time lapses filmed, a couple of scripts written, and I just kind of have to find the time now. And hopefully now that I am where I'm at, I'll have that time to sit down and actually record myself and then sort of paste it all together and edit it all into one piece and start putting up some of those tips and time lapse episodes.
Awesome, man. You being an art teacher and all, I don't know, with me, I've always had a pretty good way of explaining stuff that makes sense. So I think that's going to work out really cool and tie quite a few of your passions together, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it because it's kind of like you were saying. It's like I have things to say. I have my little lessons and stuff that I do teach and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to kind of translate a lot of that knowledge that I kind of give out to my students, like into more applicable. Man, that's a word I cannot even trip over right now. More applicable to just general audience and not just a student, but kind of just the art kind of crowd in general. But yeah, so I've got 2 of those. I got to film the audio for that. But talking about my flow and stuff too, it's kind of taught me a nice little what should I get done in a week so I don't kind of exhaust myself, because that's another thing that I do to myself too is I push myself so hard to get a finished drawing to post every other day or every day, and then I get real burnt out and stuff. So one finished drawing by the end of every week is my new goal, and then I'm going to use that extra time of not just drawing finished drawings all week to like do more of this kind of stuff, like posting videos, editing, and kind of playing with the business side of it. So how about you? Give me some progress.
Well, with this 100 days especially, man, it's been kind of action packed, but I think I've got everything ready. I know I've been talking about it a while, but the comic, I got sent that a little while ago and had some issues with the printing, but I got it printed through Comics Wellspring, and honestly, they worked with me really cool, and we figured out the couple of issues that we had and everything, and it worked out quite nicely. And they hooked me up and got everything sent over. It was a little bit of a hassle in the beginning there, but they honestly handled it really well. And then I got these in, which it's a little thing, but you'd probably understand. But this little plastic sleeve here, the whole idea was to make this, since it's a music-themed comic, the size of a 45 record. So that's why it's this smaller square shape. And when I got these in, the sleeves for it, it was pretty darn gratifying. And while I'm here live, to get that in and finally have, because this is like wider than an actual comic, so it's not like I could have just gotten those sleeves and folded it over.
Yeah.
So it fit quite nicely, and I think now it probably just looks shiny and weird on camera, but I don't know, it just fit in quite nicely. I was pretty stoked about that. It's a little thing, but sometimes it's those little things that work out. But once I got it in there, I was like, there we go. Now that can sit on a shelf or on my table and look really nice and finished and everything. And that's the back there. But it was funny, the night that I was ordering these sleeves and I was ordering like the packaging stuff for it and some different things to get it sent out, all of a sudden it just hit me. I'm like, if someone's going to buy this and have to pay shipping to get it sent through the mail, I don't have a fortune to include buttons and all kinds of bookmarks and all kinds of stuff, but I need something. And I was like, a sticker. A sticker's a cheap thing, and who doesn't like a sticker? So from my Mr. Green's Monster Zine, which I think since I've talked to you last, I got this cover done for it.
Yeah.
Which involved a lot of fun. But out of that, I took one of my monsters, and just kind of quickly it was late and I was exhausted. I need to go to bed, but it hit me. I was like, I need a sticker. So I got on a site real quick called Got Print and used this image here to make this sticker, which is a 2x4-inch sticker. I don't know if is that focusing at all, or am I moving
close?
Too much?
Anyway, yeah.
So it's my monster here, and then up top for a little promotion, so you can't, obviously print on the back. What good is that for a sticker? So up top it says Mr. Green Draws, and then down here Instagram. So just one area where somebody could find me, but a cool piece of art on it too. And I thought the shape was the 2x4-inch was kind of cool or whatnot. But so with shipping through gotprint.com, it was $30, all said and done. And I got 250 stickers. I don't know, you guys out there have to tell me if that's a good deal. And I got it on, I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't think I did anything too stupid, but anyway, so these finally today. And so that means I got a comic, and I can throw in my little bonus sticker. It's a little something extra to say, hey, thanks. And I got all the shipping stuff for it. So now this weekend, you guys will start seeing me promoting it and saying, hey, look, this is for sale. Come over to Etsy and check it out. Off here tonight, kind of a bit more of my 100 days active on my. I just want to get started and just make sure everything's looking good and crisp because I really want to start selling it. And comics is like, yeah, you gotta get in and tell everybody, right?
Yeah, dude.
Are you there?
Yeah. Are you on your phone?
I am on my phone.
Okay.
Is it being weird?
Yeah, you're cutting out like every fifth word probably, and I can't tell on my end or what, but it's like robot voice, like jumpy kind of thing happening here.
Bummer. Maybe I'll try it for my computer next time and see if that helps. I just don't have a separate camera to hook up, but we'll get it figured out. We're in beta here. We'll get it figured out. And then, yeah, just trying to get the October stuff going on, which has been doing some character sketches for the children in it. So I've been working on that. But yeah, that's been the main stuff, those 3 projects.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, so most of what you were saying got through, but kind of just a quick summarize, kind of put it out so I make sure that we're all on the same page here. But yeah, you got your comic, which is awesome, dude. I'm super stoked about you finishing that thing up and getting it all on your shop and stuff. I can't wait till it's for sale. I got some friends that actually, like I was saying, I got my trip to Virginia and stuff, and they're all like super into art and collecting it and stuff. So I'll send them your way and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just really stoked that you've got like a thing, like a product. We talk about that all the time about like, having a project, getting a product, like all that kind of stuff. Just being able to put a thing in your hands, working something to completion, just like how important that is. Like sticking with it and getting something done. Like I'm just really stoked you got yourself there because it's super satisfying.
Appreciate that. It feels like a milestone. But like most art milestones, once you get to it, you just go, okay, what next?
Yeah, right. That's like the curse of the artist right there is to you get to sit on your happiness for like a good day maybe, and then you're like, all right, and what am I starting today?
I know. At first, you look at a pile of books that got shipped to you, and you're like, how beautiful is that? And then you're like, I got to get these out of here.
Right.
What am I getting? But one of the kind of cool things as a happenstance that happened with printing that comic is when I first got the books in the mail, there was like a weird kind of ghost line across the cover. And honestly, when I gave it to a couple people, they didn't see it. And it was just like a real faint thing that ran right across the middle, the front and the back. And it was just a real faint line. And a couple people, they didn't even notice it until I pointed out. And they're like, oh, yeah, I do see it. Well, it was on the proof. Why is it when they printed the 100 books, it had the same exact issue? So when I got the first 100, they all had that line. And they were really cool about it. And I wasn't like a raging a-hole about it or anything like that. I was just like, hey, so this is a bummer. This happened. And I tried to inquire about like, hey, do you want me to send these back? What should I do? I'm not trying to get something for free here. Well, they printed up the other books and got them sent right out to me, and it was really cool. It just ended up being a weird machine thing, and they apologized, and I was like, I understand stuff like that. But anyway, long story short, which it's already too long, but I got an extra 100 books basically, and I'm not going to be sending those out when people are paying for them and getting through the mail. I got the perfect books, so I'm sending those and everything. But I thought kind of a fun thing with these other ones, because like I said, it'd be a waste. I'm not going to throw them away. It's not like that big of an issue.
Yeah.
But I thought it might be cool to travel around the especially.
Hold on. You should freeze for a sec if you can hear me.
Hello.
You completely dropped the beginning of that story.
Uh-oh. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Of like local creator areas, and I figured I wouldn't really have to worry too much, and I'd sell them like super cheap, like $2 or something like that, maybe $1, and not really even worried about trying to collect from any of the places if they happen to sell, but maybe even just put something stupid like $1 on them or something, just to get them in the hands of people.
Yeah,
Help promote the band as well as my name. And if I was walking around a place and there was a dollar comic that looked like it was a brand new thing, especially like an indie thing, I think I'd be like, yeah, I'll check that out for $1. And
oh, yeah.
I don't know, it's just almost more of like a free promotion thing. I was kind of looking at it as.
Yeah, I love that.
So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably make a video um, about doing that, trying to get it posted or trying to get it in shops and seeing how that experience goes.
It might not even be like the worst set. Like, it sounds like you were saying like giving your misprints to shops. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, approach them with like, hey, like I've got my book and I've got this. You know what I mean? Like, I would think just like don't sell yourself short that you can't get the actual book in a shop either. Like,
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I guess I was just thinking of it as I don't have a ton of books, and I do want to have these to table,
Right?
at least some of them. I mean, if I sold out of them, I'd be fine with that, but I do kind of the feeling it's a little bit of a disposable thing when you're a local guy and you take them into a comic shop. They
Right?
might sit there for a really long time. I mean, it's hard enough selling mainstream comics. So, and I don't think I'd go into it and say, "Hey, will you put my misprints on the shelf?" Like I said, I don't think most people would notice like at all.
Yeah.
So I think I'd just be like, "Hey, I'm just looking to get this in people's hands. I'm selling it for $1. You want to put five on your? Is it okay to put five on your shelf?" Or
Yeah.
and I don't think most places would have a problem with that.
And because for them too, like you wouldn't even take anything from that. Like $1, it'd be all theirs if it's sold, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and I think I'd say that too, or like $1 or $2. Be like, I'm not looking to, take up your time with a consignment situation where you've got to get me 30 cents every time I sell something.
Yeah.
It's donation to the store. It helps me get name out there. It's not like it's, a huge amount of money, and I feel worse about them having to like worry about it.
Right.
So just make it easy on them, and try to get it out there.
Yeah. I love that.
But we'll see. It's weird kind of having, I don't know about you. I like having different projects to worry about and focus on.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's always the best thing for me or if I'm ideally set up for that or not, but it's what I do.
You mean like you don't know yet if it's the best that you have so many things going at once, but
Well, yeah, I know some people like to sort of laser focus on a project and just work it till it's done and go, sweet, that's done. Um, I like to finish things, of course, especially once the bug's bitten me, but as I do projects, I get ideas for other projects and other things, and I don't know, just with this venture of what we're doing, even if you're just making one comic, it's like that one project turns into making a website and making a YouTube channel and making a, Etsy and posting it on Gumroad and, seems like you kind of have to be multitasking all the time.
right? Yep. I know that feeling.
Some of the cartoonists I kind of follow out here who are more independent creator, doing not just like comic work, but I don't know, they're really cartoonists, namely like Lucy Bellwood. I asked her about, I forget the exact answer, but it's just like every project she's doing, it's like it's like several are different stages. This one's just kind of in the baby steps. This one she's like drawing. This one she's like on a book tour promoting. So it's like if you're gonna make a living off it, you kind of need to have something in that stage sort of all the time, I guess. Unless you're like Jeff Smith and you make Bone and it's just like huge and you can just hang out with that.
You made me a little jealous there when you were just like, I was just talking to like one of the illustrators in there, and you like name dropped like people I'm like stoked about.
You got to come out, man. It would be a lot of fun. I'm not going to be ready for, I mean, it's already sold out. I don't know when I'll be ready for Emerald City Comic Con, but before we table that, you should try to come out once and hang out, and we'll share a hotel room and stuff, and, do it on the cheap, but it's a lot of fun, man, because you are just talking with like every YouTube person, every comic you're really interested in. Oh, you color paper girls. Oh, sweet. And now I'm just talking to you because you're a regular dude.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out.
Didn't you like go across the country, drive when you guys moved out there, kind of thing?
Uh-huh.
What,
I
like
mean,
what
it is a long way, that's for sure.
wrong way?
And so my wife flies back once in a while for family stuff, and when she plans ahead enough and can find the right thing, between 230 to 250 to 3, for a non-stop flight. So I mean, you can get cheaper if you don't mind a layover and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, I'm all about the lay. Like I would get it. I fly Spirit if I have to when I go. You know what I mean? Like no bag, just a backpack. Like I'm down for whatever I need to do.
well, plus if you're coming in to go to Comic Con or whatever, that's the way to do it. Just
Yeah.
whatever you need, just have on your back, and it's Comic Con. There's no need to shower,
Right.
change
Right.
clothes.
Well, I just steal from the hotel, like right.
Exactly. My wife laughs at me because we'll go and travel, and she's like, "Have you packed your toothpaste and your toothbrush and your deodorant?" I'm just like, "I'll get it at the hotel." Now hotels are catching on. They're like, "Well, if you'd like to purchase it from our gift shop." No.
Why do you put it in the rooms if you don't want us to use it? Come on.
Come on. They just take it out when they see me coming. So I do not know what I'm sketching.
I am.
I'm sketching.
Sorry.
What are you working? Oh, that's looking good.
Yeah, man. That's what I was to say. I'm feeling this one.
I cannot wait for the new Hellboy movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. I am pretty excited about. There's a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Did you see that Sci-Fi picked up Deadly Class?
Yeah, I follow Rick Remender, and he was posting a whole bunch of stuff like when he's on set, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, Deadly Class #1.
There's like trailers out and stuff.
That's awesome, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a pretty twisted book. I'm interested to see
Like
how far they're going with it.
Right? How do you like that? That can get pretty dark at times. By times, I mean it's written by Rick Remender. So
I was gonna say, man, his like X-Men stuff was like, oh my God, did that really just happen?
Yeah.
It's like reading an X-Men or Avengers book, and then, oh, that's awful. I don't know. I don't even want to say. And he's twisted.
Yeah. One of my favorite writers.
So we are trying to get this back to hanging out each week with everything going on in your life, David. This is back to my interview voice.
Yeah.
Now, Dave. Any ideas on goals of what you want to kind of accomplish by next week? By the time we talk, what projects you're on?
Yeah, you can destroy me, make fun of me, tell me I'm the worst, quit being my partner if I have not gotten another one of my time lapses posted by the next time we talk.
Bam. Sorry. I cut out again or something.
Yeah, you hyper cut out.
I'm really interested in knowing, when do I get to make fun of you if you don't do what?
Yeah, if I don't get a time lapse posted by the next time we talk, then I'm free game.
All right. It'll get serious. I think I'm gonna make you like do a rap in a hula skirt or something like that. Like I think for certain things where we're like, dude, I have to have this done by next week, when we don't. So there's different guys that do these art things, and Samurai Ox and Jan, they figured out that they're gonna start doing punishments. because some of the guys it's just kind of at a check, and they talk about their goals, and if they hit them, awesome. If they don't, stuff came up, and some of the guys if they don't hit their goals, or they're like, that's all you're setting, that's all you're gonna do. That doesn't sound like much. I think you should push yourself a little further. So Ox and Jan took a step further, and they're talking about like on-screen karaoke tributes as punishment and all kinds of embarrassing stuff. So
I know I'm super on board with that one. I need to get it. I need to get it back in gear. My so for me, my like detox, I like get myself like when I burn out and I need to relax, I go skate or I play video games. And like I've been doing a lot of those two things. Mainly that second one.
Gosh, what is it like summer for you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It hit me going on vacation right when summer started. The bug hit me hard, and I was like, it was a 16-hour car ride with the family going to Virginia, and I have a Nintendo Switch, so like literally I just sat there on my Switch while Ellie like colored in coloring books and watched her shows on her iPad. Like it was a real chill car ride.
Nice. And Patty's going, would you please drive once in a while?
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. So I went. Patty did not go.
Oh.
It was just my family, like my sister, my mom, my dad. We went to go see my mom's side of the family.
Oh, that does sound like a pretty chill car ride.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I did not have, I offered to drive a couple times and I did, but like most of it was literally just me chilling in the back seat with Ellie.
Sounds like a nice time.
Yeah, it was a really weird, like, I'm an adult doing my thing, but I just ride in the car like I'm a kid. So, all right, let's do this.
All right. Road trip. I'll play video games.
Yeah, seriously. It was like, it literally, like, I have not seen that side of the family, like, since we moved to Kansas City kind of thing,
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it was literally kind of felt like like, the last time we did a trip like that would have been like family vacation when I was like, teenager, and I probably played video games all the time. So
when you go like dinner time at the table, it can be like, whoa, that was weird. It's like just like when I was a kid. But yeah, hopping in a car for a family road trip when you're in your that was weird.
Yeah.
We'll figure out this dinner and stuff. There. Sorry, am I back with you?
Yeah, Scott, you're a real piece of crap, man. I cannot.
All right, we might need to wrap this one up.
Yeah, so
anyway, did you finish your goals? I'm sorry. So you want to get that time lapse out? Are you wanting to like get this guy finished or get Yandu colored, or what are you thinking?
So I'm not even gonna mess with coloring any of these things. I'm just gonna kind of just go at a flow. I'm kind of creating a backlog of stuff here at this. Like I'm caught up. I've got stuff to post. I'm making like a backlog. I'll probably do one more. This is kind of a nice little fun preview. Like you probably won't see this guy posted finished for like another couple weeks here on my Instagram, but like I have another idea for a guy after this. In the background, once I have these and I have stuff that I'm posting, so I, have my people know I exist and I'm a real person. What you'll see me drawing is screen, not necessarily doing 100 days of making comics, but I am ready to roll on getting some personal creative ideas going.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm a big fan of, using things like challenges as jumping off points. If it doesn't really quite coincide or jive with
Yeah, you're completely out, man. Like I haven't heard you talk for a good like solid minute here. I don't know if you can hear me.
like when I see it go off, I just stop talking. I'm like, all right, well, this is gonna take a second.
Okay. This is really frustrating. I'm hoping it's like, and I'm not trying to say this like, but I'm hoping it's on your end because I'm using my computer for this so I can use my mic. So I'm hoping it's just that if you swap to your computer, like we'll be good to go for next time.
I keep getting a Wi-Fi disconnected thing here. Well,
Man. Well, let's just call this one a good for then because this is getting pretty rough. We will just call this guy end of Am I by myself now? Okay, you're like, we got some weird. Yep. Yep. All right. We're just gonna sign off then. We're gonna call this one good. This is gonna kind of like you said. This one's gonna be our unofficial sort of episode 5. I'd rather be motivated. Thanks a lot for joining us, guys. I don't even think anybody joined us because we didn't really make this one public. We didn't tell anyone we were gonna do this. We wanted to check out the platform and all that kind of stuff, but we will post it to the YouTube channel. Remember, you can find Scott Green at Mr. Scott O'Green on Instagram. You can find me at Art of Mr. Fleming on Instagram. You can find us on our YouTube channel, I'd Rather Be Drawing, obviously, and check out our website, ratherbedrawing.com. And thanks a lot for listening. If you made it through to the end, peace out, and we'll catch you guys next week.